Hi, good evening, everyone. Today's topic will be the business rules, as we covered in the previous session, like how to use the glide record methods to perform the database operations or the CRUD operations, like to query the database, to create a record, to update the record, and to delete the record. And we majorly covered all the methods which we often use in ServiceNow database operations. And today we are here to learn like the business rules concept, where these can run on server side or maybe called as list view or the database. Okay, let's go with the definition first. What are business rules? The name itself stated these are the rules like which works on the business processes, like the rules which are executed on server side or database or list view. And these rules executes like these are executed when record is created or maybe called as displayed, inserted in the sense of created, and we have updated and deleted. Like we'll cover once again, like the business rules are the logics or the rules which executes on server side or database or list view, and these rules will execute when record is displayed, when record is inserted, when record is updated, and when record is deleted. The major table, like in which table these business rule are saved, is sys underscore script is the table name where all these business rules are stored, like table name of business rules. In the short form they are called as BRs. Okay, please, if I mention like BR, it's called as a business rule. And then the fourth point will be BRs or business rules or faster than other scripts in ServiceNow. This executes very fast when compared to other scripts in ServiceNow, like the server head scripts. These are the faster formats, and like these are the things which are not to be included regarding what is business rule and which table which holds all the business rules in ServiceNow and what are the actions performed there. And regarding these part, we have four different types of business rule. Like when we come to types of business rules, we have four types. Okay, the first one will be before business rule, second one will be after business rule, third one will be async business rule, and fourth one will be display business rule. Okay, let's see how these work and when they execute and what should be done regarding these types of business rules. Okay, let's see first what is before business rule. The name itself states it's called as before. It executes the logic or script. It executes the logic or script when user submits the form and it is not released in the database or not saved in the database. Mention clear, like not saved in the database. I can go with the alternative one, like it executes a logic or script. It executes logic or script when or before reaching the database. Okay, then we have the after. The same thing executes, like it executes the logic or script after reaching the database. And async, it also works as after but with some minute difference, with some time delay. And display we have, like it's in different format. It executes the logic or the script on the records before presenting the user, or before displaying to the user or for the user. Okay, before executes before reaching database, after executes after reaching database. Async executes in the same way as an after and with some time delay. Okay, and display executes like logic or script before displaying to the user. Okay, like as we know that we have the 4 different types of business rule here. Let's open, or let's show you what is the path to open the business rules. Click on filter navigator, type business rules. Okay, under that we have the business rule module. Let's check it. Click on filter navigator, type business rules. We can see like we have business rule in administration, discovery definition, metrics, system definition. We need to go for system definition, business rules. Okay, not all the other business rules. These are considered for this module only. If you click on the system definition business rule, it will open all the business rules which are from the instance. Okay, click on the business rules and it will show the existing business rules in your instance. Like we have some 5000 plus business rules in my instance. Click on new button to create a new business rule. And I'm want to show like what is the form view of the business rule. Let's see how it will be. Like it is the form of a business rule new record, and here we have the name to mention what we are doing, like the name of the business rule. And we have table, on which table you want to execute this business rule. We need to select the business rule here, the table name. And we have application scope as global, and active is true. If it is active is true, then it only executes. If not, it will be like it will be in the inactive format. And we have something called advance here. Let's discuss this part later. And we have when to run, and we have insert and update. And if you go for actions, we have add message and add action. Okay, then go back to when to run and click this checkbox called advance, make it as true. And then you can see some advanced options here. If you click on this advanced button, and you can see some advanced section is appeared here. And in the when to run section, we have 4 different types of business rule here to select when to operate this database operation, like before, after, async and display. You can see like if you select as before here, we have 4 operations. Insert is nothing but create, update, delete and query. Query is nothing but querying the database with the given conditions. Okay, and if I select as after, then also we can see like insert, update, delete and query. And if I select as async also, we can see these 4 options like insert, update, delete and query. Then if I select as display, then no options will be available for this part, because we are only displaying records, not doing any database operations like inserting of a records, updation of a records. We don't do it in the display business rule. Okay, keep this in your mind that we have only these operations like insert, update, delete and query for only before, after and async, not for display. Okay, and if I select as before here, and if I select as insert, then this business rule works before insertion of a record. Like before creating a record, then only this business rule executes. If I select as insert and update, this business rule executes before inserting a record or before updating a record. Okay, and if you select multiple also, you can select delete and query in one go. And the next thing will be the filter conditions. If you want to mention any filter conditions, you can mention here. And if you want to mention any role here, we can mention any role. Okay, and then we have some actions here. Like if you want to add any message in the form view or in the list view, we have this add message format. and we have some about action here which you use to cancel the submission or cancel the transaction. Okay, and we have this advanced section which enables you to write the script in business rules. Okay, we have current and the previous parameters in the business rules to execute the current parameters and previous parameters of the fields what we use. Okay, we'll discuss these parts in a simple example. And this is an overview of the form of the business rule. Let's create one business rule and see how it will be. Like I just create one business rule for the before business rule example. Let's see how it will be. Like example one for before business rule. Okay, like if you want to execute this before insert, before update, before delete, before query, it's up to you. Okay, we'll go for first example. Like user can't submit or insert an incident if the category is network and subcategory is Wi-Fi, but the assignment group should not network. Like network, the spelling is mistake here. Ignore this. User can't submit or insert any incident record if the category is network and subcategory is Wi-Fi. Okay, then the assignment should be network. If not network, then user can't submit the record. Let's see how this will work. Just name the business rule here, like before BR for batch 26. Table name should be like incident table, and we have check like active advance, and we have when to run here. Like I select before here, order is 100. We can change the order value based upon when to run first and when to run last. And we have some in this scenario called submit or insert. Okay, insert is nothing but creation of records, and we have insert here. This business will executes on the incident table before insertion, or like before creation of record. Okay, then what are the actions should be done here? Go for actions. Okay, or we have something called when to run. Like when to run this business rule, we have conditions like if category is network and subcategory is Wi-Fi. Category is network and subcategory is Wi-Fi, or you can go for wireless if you have. Okay, and then what should it have? Like when category is network and subcategory is wireless and assignment group is not network, then only this execute in the form. Okay, got it. Let's clear with the question like user can't submit or insert an incident if the category is network and subcategory is Wi-Fi or wireless, but assignment group is not network. Okay, we are defining not here. Okay, let's see. Like after creating, like after filling this details called before insertion, category is network, subcategory is wireless, and assignment group is not network, then this business will execute. Then what should we do? Like go for actions, and we have add message, and we can mention message here like increase the font size, assignment is not appropriate, check it. Okay, then we have about action. Like if user wants to submit the record or insert a record, then this will cancel the transaction. Okay, and just save this record. I'll repeat once again. Like before incident record, before insertion of a record where category is network, subcategory is wireless, where assignment group is not network, then only this executes. And what actions will have this in this business rule is it will display some alert message or some info message, and along with it cancels the submission. Okay, let's click on update and check with incident record. Click on history and we have the incident record. And if I select category as network, subcategory as wireless, then it should be network. If I select as software or any database, like fill all these things like the mandatory fields, then if I save this record, then see what happens. It is showing as invalid insert, assignment is not appropriate, check it. Is this save or is this record saved in the database?
No.
Because it is showing -1 till now here. -1 refers for a new record and the name itself showing as new record here. Then because this network category and wireless subcategory is wireless and it should be network, I selected as wrong assignment here. Then it is stopping me to create a record here. Then this executes in the format called before business rule, like before reaching into database. Like we can check the same example once again, like it executes on incident table before insertion. When category is network, subcategory is wireless, assignment group is not network, then we have actions like two actions. First one is giving some like info message and aborting the action. Like if the user wants to save the record, it doesn't allow the user to save the record. Is it clear? Like regarding the business rule called before business rule, we have done with an example, and we'll come regarding with after business rule, how it works. Like it executes a logic or script after reaching database. Let's see how it will be. Go for filter navigator, go for business rules and create a new one. Like select the name, like just mention as after for B26, like B batch number 26. Table name is I can select as any table. I'll just go for sys underscore user table here. Select the sys underscore user table name and go for advanced. Go for when to run. Like after creation of records, then go for actions, add message, user created successfully. Okay, fine. Then save this record. I'm not going to stop the action what they are using. Like if they want to create the user, I'm not stopping the form submission. Click on submit. Then see when it executes. Go for filter navigator, sys underscore user dot do, or I can go for list view of the users, user administration, users. Click on new button. Just enter the user ID here. Okay, enter the name, first name, last name, and enter any values which are required. If I click on save this record or submit record, you can see like user created successfully. Got it? When it is populating this message after creating the record, like we just mentioned in the business rule, like that, to execute the things after reaching the database. Okay, you can go for updated and open the after business rule. Like it is executing the logic after reaching database, nothing but after creating the records. You can see like in the logic when to run after creating the record in the user table. This after business rule executing after insertion of a record into user table, then this after business rule is executing based upon these actions. We are going for this basic actions here. We'll come to this complex actions later. Any doubts regarding this after business rule? Like after getting into before business rule and after business rule, as we know that async business also executes in the same way, like after reaching database with some time delay. We'll discuss these with async business rule with a complex example in the next session, and we'll discuss regarding after versus async, like after business rule versus async business rule. The name itself states that async is nothing but asynchronous. Asynchronous is nothing but it doesn't wait for the conditions to execute. Okay, we'll discuss these parts in the next example. And we have something called display business rule. As we said that if you want to execute the logic or script on the records before displaying to the user or before presenting to the user, then we use the display business rule here. Let's go for an example, like example for display business rule, display BR. Display an info message when user opens any incident record where AG and AT are nothing but assignment group and assigned to or empty. Okay, I'll show you in the form view. Like if I open any incident record, if assignment group and assigned to is empty, then if I open any record in the incident table, then it shows some info message that assignment group is empty and assigned to is also empty. Okay, then let's see how it will be and how we can configure this part. Let's right click, configure business rules. It is also one of the way to create the business rules for the particular table. Click on new button to create a new business rule here and mention some name here like display BR and advance. And if I select as display, you can see like we don't have any operations here. Okay, if I select as after before, we have these four operations. Just select as display and when to run, like when assignment group is empty and assigned to is also empty. It runs when user wants to display the form of incident record where assignment group is empty and assigned to empty. If I go for actions, you can mention add message here like assignment group and assigned to or empty. Okay, just click on submit and you can check for the incidents which are there already in the table like incidents or incident. Go for all and you can check like who is empty, like these are the records which are empty with assignment group and assigned to. If I open the record which are already having this content like assignment group and assigned to values, if I open this record, you can't see the message called the info message here. Okay, let's see with another records. Go back and open the records which are having the empty value of assignment group and assigned to. Click on this record, then you can see like this pop-up message like assignment group and assigned to are empty. If you want to execute the logic or any logic in ServiceNow database before presenting it to the form, because I don't know these business will existing or not regarding these records. If I open the record, then only it is showing this is running in the backend. It is a significance of the display business rule. Okay, it executes when user request form. If I click on this record, then only it executing in the backend. If I click on this record, then it is executing in the backend and presenting it before to the user. It is showing the content like what we are doing. Like we have seen like an example for before, after, and display. Let's go for another example how it will be by using scripting part. Like before business rule, when user creates a record in incident table where category is network, then automatically assignment group should be network. Okay, like where we can do these things, like before saving the form we can do these parts, like table is incident, and when is before saving the form, it want to execute, because when a user clicks on category called network, then automatically the assignment should be network. Okay, then operation will be insert or update.
Insert.
Insert.
Then what about update?
Insert and update.
We can select as insert comma update, like both options. Let's see how it will be. Open any incident record, right click, configure, business rules, click on new button to create a new business rule. I'll copy this for your reference in the description. Copy. Like before example 2, select the incident table which is already default selected, go for advanced, go for when to run, before insertion along with updation, when category is network. Okay, when category is network, then only this should execute, like both on insertion and updation. Then what could be the actions here? Then we can go for set values. I'll show you the two ways. The first way is setting the field values by using the options here, like assignment group is to network. Okay, submit this option. Go for incident record, click on new button. We have two things, like first we'll go for creation records, and I'll show you for updation next. Okay, if category is network, then if I select as something called wireless, then it should be only the network. Okay, if I save this record, let's see, test, description, test. If I save this record, it is asking the assignment group to be filled, like I just select as something called as database. If I save this record, it is showing as assignment group is not applied, check it, because we just mentioned this example for different part. Okay, then I'll go with the scripting part, how it will be before example 2. Like after creating this business rule, like when user wants to create a incident record in the incident table, when category is network, then we need to assign the assignment group should be network. When the category is selected as network, we can use the before business rule here, where the table is incident and the operations are both insert and update. Let's see how it will be. We don't have any something called the alert message here, like the info message. Go for this message, assigned by br, like before br. Okay, just save this record and then open the list of incidents and click on new button, where we want to show when insertion of a record, like when creating a record. It is a new record. If I select as category as network here and go for test, short description is also test. If I save this record, then you can see like automatically this assignment group will fill by using the before business rule before saving the form. If I save this record, you can see, like I'll save here. If I click on OK, then automatically this assignment group will be network before saving the form. It is having the assigned by before BR. Okay, before reaching database, it will show, but in the glance, we can't see the thing with our naked eyes. Got it? Then we can also do the same thing by using scripting part. I'll show you how it will be. Like we need to grab the network sys ID for this purpose. open group of network and copy the sys id of this record, copy sys id and go for business rule. Remove this the set value format, go for advanced, and where we can mention the script here directly to assign current dot assignment group equal to double quotations. In the double quotation we need to mention the sys id of the group which you want to mention in the column called assignment group. Current is an parameter where we want to execute the current value in the form. Okay, just save this record and open the incident records here. If I open the existing record, you can see like it is empty right now. Both assignment group and assign 2 is empty. If I select as network here, if I save this record, then it will assign the category network and assignment group as network, and it's showing something called some assignment like some info message, and it is done by using the scripting here. Clear? Like as we open the business rule for any record, let's see. If I open this incident record, if I go for business rules, we have before example 2 here, and we have something called two parameters in the business rule which are majorly called as current and previous. If you go for advanced section, we have something called current and previous objects here which are majorly used in the scripting part in business rule part. Let's see how it will be. I want to create a new one, filter navigator, and show you what those are. Click on new button. I'll select as some current and previous example, and table should be like we can choose any table. I'll just go for incident table here and go for advanced. I'll just go for after here, after updation of records, go for script, and I'm writing a script here which is basic script, gs dot add info message. Like we have the same methods in the glide system also, we'll discuss later, like current dot sys id, and then gs dot add info message, the bracket, previous dot short description. What is the table name we selected here? Incident, fine. Previous dot short description, and gs dot add info message in the bracket, current dot short description. Okay, I have mentioned like this two parts, like ignore this part, and we have something called as previous and current. I'll just go for error for current for easy identification. Add error message and add info message. I'll get the previous short description of the current record and current short description in the error message. Let's see how it will be. Format this code, save this code, and go for incident records. And how this previous and current will work here, it is a way to like what I'm trying to say here is what is current and previous. Let's go for incident record, click on new button to create a new record. As we are creating this record when after updation of records, okay, not for creating records in the incident table. Just go for incident, which is already there. Like go back, open any existing incident here, like enter the values which you want to mention. What is the short description? Old value here, test. I just mention as test 1234 is my new value. Okay, just save this record. Then what is mentioning in the red color?
Current value.
What is in the blue color?
Previous.
Previous. Then you can have the idea that what these are meant for. These are meant for to access the previous object of the column what you are mentioning here, and current is used to access the current information of the column. Okay, I'll show you with another example also. Like save this record and open the incident record or existing one. Right now the current is test 1234, and just mention like July 2025 is currently. Okay, then if I save this record, then see what happens. Error message is showing which one? Current one. Okay, current one. That's why I mentioned as currently word for the reference. And test 1234 was the previous current short description of this record. Clear regarding this current and previous objects?